Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet.
Hi, I'm Mike from 1AAuto. I hope this how-to video helps you out. And next time you need parts for your vehicle, think of 1AAuto.com. Thanks.
In this video, we're going to show you how to service the front bumper-mounted signal light on this 2000 Buick LeSabre. We do it by removing the headlight first, which is not too difficult. You could also do this by going from the underneath side, but I find that removing the headlight is pretty much just as easy as having to crawl underneath the car. Tools you'll need are a 8 and 10 millimeter socket with a ratchet and an extension.
You'll need a 10 millimeter wrench or socket and ratchet and remove this 10 millimeter bolt as well as this 10 millimeter bolt.
Now fast forward here as I just remove those two bolts. The inner one is a long bolt that goes down through the headlight, and the outer one is just a kind of a 1-inch shorter bolt. Now pull firmly out on the light and it pops out of a clip in the back, and then there is a connector. There's a blue safety clip, pull that out, and then once that's out, then you kind of pull back on the tab and disconnect the headlight and pull it out.
Okay, with the headlight out, you can see your parking light's right down here. If you reach underneath, you'll feel, and on this side I'm pushing it forward, pushing it counterclockwise, pull out the bulb and socket. This bulb just pulls straight out and pushes back in if you're just looking to replace the bulb. Okay. If you're looking to replace the whole light assembly because it's broken, then there is a 8 millimeter bolt here and an 8 millimeter bolt right here. Right here.
Okay, here I'm just going to fast forward, and you can see I've got a ratchet with an 8 millimeter socket in my hand, and even with me having pretty big hands, I can get right down in there and undo those two bolts that hold that light in place.
Light from 1AAuto. So go in and bolt in just like the original. I'm going to put it down in, and first I'm going to grab my harness and plug it in while it's up here. It just makes it a little bit easier. Now it's plugged in. Now I can just take the light and just kind of slides right down into place. Carefully start one bolt.
And I'll fast forward here again because you can't really see what I'm doing, but just on the back side, I start the bolts into the new light. Then I use my 8 millimeter socket and ratchet and tighten them up. And when you tighten them, you want to make them snug, but not too tight. Okay, take the light. There is a slot down at the bottom, so you want to make sure you first connect the electrical connection and put the blue safety tab in to make sure it stays connected. Okay, now have the light down low and slide it right into place. There's a tab in the back that goes in the fender. Make sure that goes in correctly. Okay, you may have to use a light amount of force just to push it back and get it into place. And now here I'll fast forward. I take the long screw first, put that down in. Just make sure it goes down all the way through the light. You may want to push on the light a little bit just to get it started. Then start the other screw and then tighten them up. When you tighten them, you want to tighten them nice and firm, but don't over tighten them. We hope this helps you out. Brought to you by www.1aauto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. Please feel free to call us toll-free 888-844-3393. We're the company that's here for you on the internet and in person.